Welcome back to what was Freaky Fast Restorations. Now it's just going to be Tom's Restorations because I don't work at Jimmy John's anymore. I actually just moved from Indiana to Wisconsin. Some family stuff happened, and I decided to move up here. I left my Jag down there, unfortunately. It was a beautiful car, but I just picked up a 2002 Porsche Boxster that is not in the greatest shape, but she drives. I drove her to I drove her from Stoughton to West Bend, and then all the way down to Menominee Falls. She drives. She's got some problems, um, but God, is she a fun car? I mean, holy crap! I just bought her last Saturday, or this Saturday. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, I just did spark plugs. I um, I did a bunch of the interior parts were not in it, and I put all those in. It's got some issues with the dash. I'll be showing those in a couple seconds here. Um, had a bunch of stuff that I need to fix, but it's definitely fixable. It's got really good bones, so we're gonna get it taken care of. It's gonna be my daily car. So here she is. She's beautiful. Has some scuffs, obviously, from the previous owner. She wasn't kept in the greatest condition. All of this, I guess it was broken into, and then some shit went wrong here. He tried to fix it. Hail damage, little paint scuffs and shit. Convertible top isn't in the best condition either. Well, the top just has a small hole in it, but this little door right here, it doesn't fit well because this side, the bracket on it that goes basically down in there is bent, and this side is just snapped off. So that fits fine. It's just snapped. But here's the interior. It's apart right now because I'm working on it, as you can see. But guy who broke into it from the previous owner stole the radio, the speakers, fucked up a bunch of shit. Guy did some work fixing it. Obviously, it is a stick shift, but it still starts. Still sounds amazing. And so that electrical issue is causing it to rough idle. And then in a second here, and it needs a coolant sensor too, that just came in. But this will start misfiring, but it sounds beautiful. Oh yeah. As much as I love this car, it's super cool, and I do love it. I'm gonna fix it. But I found why it's not acting correctly. If you see there done been a mouse. So after further inspection, yesterday I was going through the engine, kind of looking at it. I was going to clean the MAF sensor because it was O2 rich, and it was like dying at low RPMs. It wanted to die, but it wouldn't quite die. But if you drive it for a while and then you slow down to a lower RPMs, then the engine will just cut off. It'll die. And then you start it up, it'll sputter, and it wasn't in great shape. As I said, I did the spark plugs and then put all the interior back together. But yesterday I was looking inside the engine and I saw that something had chewed through some wires. Squirrel, mouse, I don't know. Chewed through some wires. It looks like the wiring harness is about half of it. So I got some wire. I'm going to take little segments of that wire. I'm going to go buy a crimp set today, and I'm just going to crimp the copper ends together, and then we're going to fire her up, make sure she runs, just so I can. Unfortunately, Wisconsin is an emissions state, so I have to go get her registered, and then I have to go do emissions to get her fully registered so that I can actually drive the car on the road. But I'm literally just gonna fucking clamp them together, and then that's it. And then the rest of the car looks great. I also when I took out the MAF sensor, this is when I kind of realized something was up, because it looked brand new. So I took out the MAF sensor and I took pictures of it. I'll show them right now. Looks brand new. And so then I was like, what the fuck? And I traced the wiring back, and that's when I saw it cut. And I actually shocked myself, because I like put my thumb on top of it like an idiot. I was like, oh, my thumb. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna make a video of it, of course. It's really just a temporary fix, because I just want to get her on the road, emissions tested and registered in my name and insured, just so I can drive it. But I do plan on maybe putting a turbo in it and doing some retro modding on the dash, and making it a little more modern than a 2002, because yeah, it's fine as a 2002, but I think it would just look better with like a little screen in the dash, you know, Bluetooth, all that shit. But yeah, so those are my plans for this car. It's beautiful. So we have been slowly fixing it. We've literally just butt spliced most of this together with some extra cord that I have. But it does sound a lot better when you start it, if I did everything correctly. Let's get in. Grab the keys. Headlight switch is ordered and coming in. We shall try. Oh, battery's disconnected. Oops, hold on. Take two. Okay, now. Look at that. Doesn't even rough idle. Well, maybe a little bit. You can kind of see her dipping a little bit. Oh, maybe she just needs to wake up. Well, she's still rough idling a little bit. I still got a couple wires to reconnect, but for the most part, sounds good. Still kind of wants to die. I wonder what that is. Maybe she just needs a minute. I don't know. It could also be there's not power going to the mass airflow sensor yet. I still got like 4 or 5 wires to go, so we're gonna get those cranked out. I just wanted to see, you know, see if she works. So I've been working non-stop on this thing. I got all of the wires hooked up. Thing is beautiful. It's pushing steady exhaust. It's not idling weird. RPMs are staying steady. I'm gonna go to the auto parts store and clear that with a little check engine light. Also gonna get some gas. Oh my god, she sounds amazing. Hold on, I gotta rev it up. So, car runs great, but I was on a country road with my uncle, and the clutch burned out. So it'll shift in the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, and reverse, but clutch won't grab. So clutch is dead. Gotta go grab a new one. So for the Porsche, sorry, I'm on my lunch break. I bought a new clutch for it because the clutch burnt out. But the clutch I bought is a high performance Omni clutch, whatever that means. It's a dual plate. It's, well, I know what it means. It's just gonna give me a little more torque. It's gonna give me, you know, a clutch basically. And dual plate, 550 pounds of torque, it said. And instead of having to take everything off and then put the plate on and then bolt all that up and then put the pressure plate on, it's all just one big thick thing that you stick on there, bolt in, and it works great, I guess. But we will see. We will definitely see.